How can we set up Scream to take some early fights? He's actually a little slow to get over here towards the B site, but some stall here with the C4 will allow him to rotate over towards CT. So they've got 3 people ready to fight.
The push is definitely Delagraph. They're going to jump into the fight straight away. Rotation's coming forth, but they haven't quite pushed onto the site yet. Shin has to be eliminated first. Seeded with a couple of kills, still alive as he's able to dash away, but there's 2 left for K-Corp, and on the outside looking in.
I think this is a smoke that Navera threw to try and allow them to sneak. Absolutely roasted by CNED and Zipan swinging out from Boathouse.
Already spotted on the right-hand side, Surigetsu with a pick, and Na'Vi, fairly clean start to the game. 1-0 on the board with 4 players alive by the end of it.
Yeah, not too
behind corners really will be quite difficult to try and get them out of there, but they're going to be dashing in. CNED. Firstly, the charge, of course, but still K-Corp yet to show their presence. Zeish probably with the element of surprise. No, unable to find it. Shower does get one, and they're managing to dwindle down the time, but no, Na'Vi take control. They've got the spike down, and the side is theirs.
And this is so tough. I think Scream heard this player up in mid. They definitely know that Angel is in the area. They end up falling to that one, and ends up being a very simple plant for Na'Vi with only those 2 players to stop them. Multiple times, really testing the defense. Maybe they struggle if you go for the slower hits through main, but now the double ultimate, they're not going to hear the players coming in through market.
Full B control here. Shin, I think barely enabled by that Fade ultimate, but XMS yet not tested. Shao still alive somehow with only 10 points of health. Na'Vi have definitely done their job in this one. The B site is theirs.
I didn't quite see all the utility there.
To be honest.
I mean, Navera is a bit of an operator enthusiast. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yep. As long as he's not smoking himself off. Zeish,
oh, you're a Plat Chat enjoyer.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course. I think everybody is at this point with all the tremendous clips coming out of it.
That's where you were supposed to say you only watched it because I was on.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Slow hit or something like this, there were some options for them. Karmine Corp, I don't think you invested. I think you just, like, if you had like a couple of rifles, maybe you could do something. Although as a kill comes in, it opens up some opportunity. Slam that ultimate. I want to see it, baby.
This could be it for K-Corp.
Give it to me.
They actually get it. They've got a player's advantage, but they need weaponry.
The problem is, right, the late lurk from Sugetsu is going to cook the round, because the second he finds the fight here, he's going to be able to break that lockdown.
Red. They throw a fragment in that direction. Zipan wants to
6 seconds.
assist in the endeavor. They may have an opportunity. XMS finds a queen headshot. XMS doubles up. And now it's down to Shao alone. And he's locked down. K-Corp. It's a pistol round to put them on the board. In the game, starting to build a bit of an eco for themselves. Navera would have been an epic pick if it did work off, but not quite there. 2 kills for Na'Vi straight out of the bat.
I mean, Navera's definitely feeling himself with the operator.
Go kill. That's what Navera's trying to do.
That's absolutely correct. Hold on. XMS is good for, if they committed, good for 2 there. One thing I will notice from Na'Vi is they're usually pretty passive. I think usually only committing 1 player through B main. They love these heavy market hits. So I actually think playing an angle like that is pretty high EV. With the amount of fade utility they're throwing through B main, they're not really just contacting through and peeking you. So the way we saw XMS play there, or Scream in the second round playing on top of Switch, this may just be decent prep into Na'Vi, knowing you're a little bit more legally obliged to not hardcover B main.
Check is right. Ooh, whoa, okay. Oh, for a second there, I thought XMS got 2.
The pod switch.
Although they do say he calls better beyond the grave.
Oh, is that what they say? So 4v5s, they're just owning. Oh my. All right, well, Navera gonna fall victim there. The thing is, I think Scream just dropped down onto site. He really wants to fight them off of this. I think they could have played a little bit more slowly and tried to use those ultimates on the retake, but what is that?
That's a Zeish kill. That's a first time on the VCT server kill. Still 3-on-3, one at the back of sight. Scream does what he knows how to do best, doubles up at that as well. CNED left to do a lot, actually. 1 against 3, XMS on his attempt to resurrect, has to die. 1 bullet in the chamber here for CNED with 15 seconds to work with. Scream is able to pick up the last one quickly as that, and K-Pop. He doesn't get pushed. He allows a cross to commence, and Na'Vi have site control.
Here come those ultimates, though. The second this gets planted, XMS hits the ultimate, Shin has the ulti too to fight them.
Which is why Na'Vi's pushing directly into them. They're going directly in for the fight, but it's still a trade on both sides. Zeish, overzealous, does peek out forwards and ends up losing his life. Lockdown, not quite taken down. Only just now happening. Scream on the back flank, still keeping his team on top.
Zipan's in such a tough spot here. He tries to close the door, but they know where he is. Some attempts on the spam. They can't hear anything, so he escapes back. Shin finds the first kill. and out from the smoke, Navera shuts it down. K-Core are within one.
They're really amping up the pressure here. Really not allowed.
Using that KO ultimate, because you can see actually right now, XMS is playing in spawn to avoid getting snapped by that KO ulti, and Shin, they're walking straight into the crossfire. It's 2 kills from him, and some spam from all the way back as well.
Was it through the smoke as well?
No, I think Shin took the fight. Didn't see me last round. I might as well go for it this time. And actually, I think the full side hit would have worked. Na'Vi couldn't have known that, but
They keep on getting picked apart,
they're
man.
just farming them now.
Look, if you give messy fights to K-Corp, they're going to...
They've been going for. He has the coverage just to not really be in a one-and-done spot because you have the trade coming in
now
from CT.
Yeah, of course, but it is Jet meta. CNED still has his blades, still can do quite a bit. No, down to the Vandal now. Paranoia to the back end. It's going to have to take some while. Good pop flash there. CNED can't quite find the double. It's down a shower to do it all by himself. Nice little pick down to 30 points of health. And now it's got an opportunity. XMS! Wallbang shots! And that's the round for K-Corp.
Forward positions. They weren't really able to post up towards logs or anything like this. So it's going to be big trades, 2 players in the back of sight.
K-Corp, no utility.
I think the hit came in so fast. Navera should have a smoke fairly soon. Same for Shin on the haunt.
Na'Vi pushing forwards. Angel with the first shot. Down low, but can the rest of them pull up? Now they're going to be pushing forward. CNED very aggressive with the shots, and as quickly as that, blinking, you miss it. K-Corp, no more.
There you go. Na'Vi coming just barreling down lane. Looked like a bit of, if you're throwing a tripwire, like actually on a main or something like this. Fun, some early fighting here. Oh! That's unfortunate.
It's not very well timed, is it? But somehow they're able to find some more, and Zipan is low and it's still traded. How did that even happen?
I mean, that happens because I think Na'Vi only had the 3 guns.
Na'Vi haven't looked the best on that. I think they've played 2 maps on it so far, 2 different comps, and losing both.
Suigetsu can win the entire round just with this kill, and no one's gonna clear him. And now he has trips on site as well as the camera. He only sees the 1, so he's still a little bit concerned about a player in mid. Somebody shoot that, please. They're trying to hide Shin. Yeah, okay. Round's absolutely cooked. Well played, Suigetsu. And that is another bonus, or not bonus, but anti-bonus that KC end up losing and just forced to save 1 or 2 rifles.
It's the exact same that we saw that first half, wasn't it? 3-0 lead for Na'Vi.
Dash closer to Generator, of course.
It's actually quite a nice lineup because you can't really see one of the edges
We're about to just slam the hit. They clear wine, and then this Fade ult's gonna come through, and they go zoom in. But they will get smashed. There's the tripwire. Someone shoot her!
And Scream dies eventually. Does hit both trips here.
I can't see anything, man. Can you see anything?
One of them onto the side. Navera able to double off, and now K-Corp well in the fight. 2 remaining for Na'Vi to do the heavy lifting.
Yeah,
and they're going to be right into the fight. See it being shot down, bullet to the head, and now it's Shao on the hot seat. He's going to go for it. I bet he's going to go for it. He's not going to stand down.
I wish. I don't know. I don't know. I need a replay. That was too much. Please, Spike explode so we can see a replay, and I can be saved from this.
All right. Yeah. Don't have much time from the shadows to the back of the site. Angel commits with it, which means there's 1 less defender to the right-hand side of the map. But K-Corp, they stick around.
Yeah, it's tough to actually rotate back over to A. They know the Cypher, I believe, off of Sound, is going to be playing over towards that area.
Blades enabled.
I mean, if there's a way to do it, it's to get Scream in there. Here we go. The big ultis, they're ready to go. He got both orbs, I believe.
There's another updraft available. He just uses it the second one, which means he can't really find an elevated angle for this. He can go directly into the crossfire of Angel. And that is how you just stop a push in its tracks. Angel with 2. Cena trying to pick things up on the other end. And Na'Vi look to get...
The Spike is on a solo mission up mid. This is a round Karmine Corp have overcooked. They do not know what they're doing.
No, they really don't. I think they're lost. They're letting the clock run out.
They're going to try to like sell some kind of, but it's not even fake. Like they just have to find these kills or it's over for them.
It's now or never. They need to go amp up the pressure, get in the face of their opponents, get the kills. They don't have much time. 15 seconds on the clock. Shin does break out the wide. They know where he is. They're going to start pushing through.
12
Shao
seconds!
Revealing themselves. Have to get onto the side.
10 seconds!
Haven't dealt with Suigetsu yet. 9 seconds. Suigetsu on the back end. Gets 1. Can he delete them? No, they cannot! And with that, K-Corp...
1 orb off XMS's ultimate as well. I think what in the world is that?
Oh my god, but it still works out because it's got help of Angel and Zipan. Somehow Na'Vi bring out a K-Corp tactic, and K-Corp are turning it right back around, screaming the fight doubles up. CNED in the face of XMS punching down. It's insane, it's a brawl fight. We're in Fight Club, and now it's wouldn't have any impact either way. CNED Going to push forward using his Cloudburst to maybe obscure one of the positions here from Zeish. Oh, he's closing up very quickly. Can the assistant coach do the heavy lifting? Oh, and he can! Oh, Zeish for his CNED. It's Zeish that comes out on top. And now should we get to us versus Scream? The double S's! Scream! Can't quite pick it up. A palaver of a round, but it's
end up mattering.
Still a mountain to climb, even if they do get this round, but you know, step by step is what you have to do. Put your foot down on the gas and just keep it going. Put in that extra gear as well. Here we go. Na'Vi looking to aggress. They're able to find Nivera on the back of the site. There's still more to deal with. Scream retaliating. Operator now in his hands, picked up from CNED's body. Scream 3 to his name. This round is Shao all by himself. He has to think real quick about the money, but he doesn't get an opportunity to do that. Zipan matrix his way out of that one.
But this is actually the 2 ult orb off of ulti for Zeish. Nivera just taking the fight. This is the same setup though. Again, they're going to try to take the orb on Zeish, and then they could play back towards B if they wanted to try and send that. Because they find the opening kill though, they know the site is going to be very soft. No Cypher here again. K-Core continue to pick the right sites. They're gambling away from Sugetsu, and Nivera is killing everyone!
Someone rename this guy to Smooth Operator, because this guy doesn't miss giving a scoped gun, and he'll find his opponent's body. He'll click that trigger, and it always will mean the death of his opposition.
Scream finds another in mid too. Na'Vi were walking.
Na'Vi economically recessed and reset. We're looking at a potential overtime game.
And think about the success rate K-Core have had when they're using the Killjoy, KO, and Fatal on the side hits. Na'Vi find a couple of kills. That doesn't matter at the end of the day. XMS is staying to lurk outside Beast. There's only 3 players here to actually fight in.
They've got to reach who gets his position. Paranoia gets thrown out of the way, does miss the mark. They know where should we get to. Is Shin with the first pick.
Huge.
35 seconds.
Get this timing. XMS has to find this timing. If again, the clock is ticking. Nivera doesn't have smokes. Maybe he'll have 1, but this is going to be so tough. It all comes down to Zipan.
Not 1 fake, not 2 fakes, but
and
3 fakes from K-Corp. Zipan drops. XMS accurate to the trigger.
Go.
They've got to move in quickly because Shao's already on the case. Maybe he can trap them.
11 seconds.
They've got to get onto the site, but still, 3v4. Na'Vi try to get to the pack quickly. Try to interrupt the plant. They might not be able to do so as they're on site.
Oh, down to the absolute wire. The spike will be planted at the end of the day.
Shin also has an alternative angle to work with. They don't know he's here. Oh, misses a shot, but still Scream does heavy lift him. Ends up falling. No, the panic. Still, 2v2. CNED on the case. They need to chill down a bit. They've got a few seconds.
XMS blind on one side. Has to cover Nivera on lane, but he's smoked off too.
He's been so clutch this game. CNED pushing forwards. He's left the teammate behind. He's going to be alone for now. Shao will be coming forward. CNED with a headshot. Now it's XMS. He's so low. Only 30 points of health, but he's got a shorty. He's going to try and do it with a shorty, and there's not much time, man. 30 seconds, 30 HP, and that's going to be the downfall of K-Corp. Na'Vi delivering, but the final mark. God, by God, he was that close.
Don't know what's up with that.
Ooh. Is this Angel trying to do something sneaky here? No, he backs out of it. There was a potential for him to do some crazy movement, but no. Into the B side with a 3 players holding it back at the site. Frenzy kills coming out from Scream. Double kill to his name. Zeish gets left behind, and it does his due diligence to keep himself in position. And all of a sudden, Na'Vi have only 1 player alive.
How on earth does Scream get a kill with paint shells there? I don't even know. I usually keep my eye on minimap, just watch utility almost at all times, but that was nuts. Now he's looping around towards spawn. CNED has the expectation.
Party's over.
And Scream, that's where you get the little pop-up. It's like, bro, I have 2 gun.
Nailed them.
Hey, look, I enjoyed the sneaky attempt. It looked very, very sneaky, very iconic in that moment.
That's the rare classic downgrade from CNED. Didn't want the ghost. Oh, because he gets the right click. That's actually nuts.
Yeah,
Na'Vi are in a great spot to shut this down.
Showstopper, you, Scream, unable to pick up the kill. Angel
4
somehow still
HP.
alive with 4 points of health.
And they think he went tree too.
Zipan on the back of the site, Scream doing his job. Angel still alive, still able to shoot his gun. Albeit the health he's got doubles up. And now we're looking at 3-on-3 with not much time remaining. CNED going to be pushing forward even further, but has to drop back. Uses his stash, doesn't have it available any longer. So he gets to back on the fight, draws out his knife, but not much time. They have to get the spike down, and Na'Vi win it down in the end.
behind the Viper wall, so they're trying to fight the CNED.
CNED needs to be patient here. Wait for his teammates to arrive to be in a position to capitalize on these players in this corner. They're all in the same position, which could mean they could get killed very easily. Scream delivers. Quickly taken back by Zipan. No idea how that kill commenced, but still, within the smoke, CNED reading Xaxis' push, and now we're looking at a 2-on-2. It's really, really close. Shin hides out on the close angle and finds himself a second kill in the round, and it means that only one remains for Na'Vi, and it's CNED.
No charges left.
And there's a Nano Swarm, and it just delays it even further. He's just gonna hide away. There's no much time. He's gonna have to run back and save the gun. This round is falling into the hands of the French org of K-Corp, putting a third one in the bag.
Well played, K-Core. I mean, look at that. A real shut off the round. Wait, they just opened the door themselves.
There was a gap on the Poison Cloud that could have been differentiated.
What?
Oh, he somehow
He's
survives.
out.
See what he gets, who helps his teammate just run out of there. Of course, he'll get a tip of the fedora there from CNED saying, "Thank you very much, sir."
That was nuts. Just swinging underneath, obviously just breaking the crosshairs. Everyone's trying to spam and get that trade. It's a nice setup to have. And now I think you play a little bit more passively, right? Big up in numbers. You have both Xiao and Sugetsu here, so tons of potential to stall with those mollies chucking out. Now we have the potential to play huge numbers in the retake, but there's also going to have Zaysh with the pit in the post too.
That paranoia was really important. Was kind of eliminating this situation for Xiao and Cena to do anything, but now they're back into the crossfire. Shin gets too over-eager there, but he was alone. He tried to do his best, and they know they can't really commit with it. There's a gap.
They have mollies. Sugetsu can play with double mollies to stall this out. 10 seconds! KC!
Again, to the wire, very, very close, guiding light.
6 seconds.
Zipan stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Spike does go down, and K-Corp becomes side control. Still a 4v4, in within the midst of the Viper's Pit. It's Na'Vi's Viper's Pit, but they haven't walked into it just yet.
Oh, wow, the ultimate trying to force back Sugetsu. Man, there, I really like the idea of Xiao just dropping the ultimate with the clock working against them. And still, K-Core, this is the second time that's been sort of take util. They're trying to flush out the close angles with those mollies, but you're still working with CNED's operator. He's probably got a shorty in the back pocket.
This is rough.
You'd have to imagine.
Rough. Paranoia used. If they don't get a pick, they're not going for it. They're going to give it a go, though. Shit!
Oh my God!
Behind! But he hasn't spotted them. They've just walked past him, and now he's behind them. They've got no idea he's there because they just walked right past them. And now 3v4.
Oh, they're all offside too. That could be
the
tough.
spike in attempt of it, but no, he can't stay long.
Yeah, no
Boom!
time.
Goodbye. That's it. So many people are going to die with it.
No, I think they all are able to get away. Oh no, poor Zipan.
Poor Zipan.
So many people.
Might go in for the dessert.
Angel had to use the paranoia very early over on Waterfall, so loses a lot of value on that one. They're just trying to clear in everything, but the forward positions, KC love to fight you.
Oh, CNED really licking his lips here, but he can't quite have the gratification of finding himself the core still. 3-on-3. Time is ticking. Look at here, that spike is ticking just a little bit quicker every single moment that passes by on the spike. Zipan doubles up. Can Nivera find himself a shorty kill to delay? The spike defusal, he gets it in the end, but it's diffused halfway. They'll be able to finish it off.
All right.
All right.
From the Seekers, if he actually manages to plant, they might have to wait for the next cycle on Zaysh's wall.
I love how Na'Vi just waiting for K-Corp to react.
Oh. Wow.
As soon as they cross by, Cena is able to eliminate one of them, and in the middle of the Stream looking away, 2-1 sides.
Oh, Xiao's head! Just barely sees the tip of it.
Shin with the guiding light ready. Will his team be able to respond in time? Cena on the trigger here with the operator. And will they be able to scream? Gets 3 out of nowhere. Give them the ace in a matter of milliseconds.
25 seconds. Multiple players ready. They're expecting it to be the pivot back into B. Look at this rotation from Na'Vi.
Overcooking it a little bit there from Na'Vi. Cena picks up the Guardian, realizes no bullets within it, tries to draw out the
Nothing has bullets. That is an absolute tragedy.
Yikes.
Na'Vi over-anticipating the rotation. I actually think if CNED just kept the rifles, better shot there.
Look, it was a gamble round from Na'Vi. They try to do, you know, something risky, and it just doesn't pay off this time around. Of course, that round they couldn't really afford weapons, so they could afford a risk. Can they try and find any more kills out of that one? Wonderful flash, and Zipan might be able to turn it all around, just like that. Am I all for back in the favor of Na'Vi? Is Zaysh there on time? I don't think he is.
Blind.
He's paranoid! No! He cannot see a thing! And Na'Vi turn it around! Into this game, the clutches, turn around from Na'Vi, good early start from K-Core, but really not given a chance. Opening the door, CNED clear frontier for a double. Odin will be the gun to save it as a saving grace here for K-Corp, but the damage has already been done. Thrown out his utility after his opposition just yet. Now they do move across the B site, but something just tells me they don't want this B. It doesn't feel comfortable. They might even be pushing even further.
Here.
Hold on, this 1v1 is going to be absolutely huge. It's a great angle for Angel. He switched over to the rifle, and Na'Vi are cleaning up the site. Instantly converting after stealing away.
So Zaysh having to prove himself here. Straight into deep end. Not able to touch the bottom. Has to be able to stay afloat and keep his team up as well. The lifeguard of the Endeavor. Still, Na'Vi winning off the trades very early on, keeping their team on top on the attack. Of course, the defense is dwindling. Means that they have to separate some of these players and have...
And then fell off the angle.
Yeah.
That was the only line of defense.
And Zaysh, you know, fragging-wise, probably being the weakest link is exactly who Na'Vi are trying to target here onto the C site. Shout delivering very quickly and going to be taking down the rest of K-Corp down with them. So, you know, K-Corp may have won the first pistol of this game. The second pistol will be going down to Na'Vi. Side paranoia does affect both of the players there actually in return, so it does stop them in their tracks from this push. Zay's very close by, gets caught off guard by Angel. 2 kills for Na'Vi, none for KC.
Yeah, that is brutal, especially with how many people they put over there.
Yeah.
I mean, Scream's trying to reposition Heaven very quickly, but with the way CNED had been playing, he's just camped outside of C.
And it's smart of Na'Vi to know that that push is definitely going to force KC to move their players in that direction, so they're looking to find an opening elsewhere. Now towards the C site, XMS, the only defender, actually holds on, and he's got time to work with as well. He's got time in his favor because Na'Vi's got to push him quickly. Eventually he dies, but is the stalling enough?
Yeah, on the retake though, Scream still has paint shells. There's a flash on Shin too. So definitely options for Karmine Corps. The second flash actually just came online as well.
Spike planted.
And it is Scream.
Wow, really fighting early there. Maybe I think you gotta wait for Scream, but trying to catch them before they can start. Like, there wasn't an over rotation from XMS. He was ready for that potentially to be the play over towards C, but they love just leave animal abuse.
Blocking sight.
Okay.
Continue.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Headshot.
Scream.
If it's anyone, it's Scream.
He's the guy with a gun and actually finds 2.
Yeah, but now you can't actually get that rifle. The lane walk through the walls to get to.
They've left Sugetsu behind to deal with the rotations, and it's just perfect.
Spike planted.
Feels bad, man.
Really does. Nice opportunity there for Scream to hold on. Giving your team hope even when they're behind, I think that's what you need in a situation like this. Always having an X factor. Of course, doesn't... True. Last time he played an official match.
30 seconds left.
Oh, he's pushing through this. That's his own teammate's Molly.
Cena just doesn't care.
Yeah, so it's his own teammate's Molly, so you never expect him to push through it. He takes the reduced damage. It is a 1-for-1, and now that Judge is actually going to be sat on.
And even though they had full site control, they just rotate over to the A site because they knew Angel was hiding out in spawn.
This is what I was talking about, though. Like, the clock is working down. He definitely has time to plant this. He's going.
Wait.
No, he's fine. He's fine. He has to plant open.
Breathe.
That's a little bit alarming. And yeah. Interesting view as we slid up the ramp there. Zaysh now sporting another beta skin in the Reaver. It's classic.
If you saw some early aggression and then they drop back and
might be
reposition,
right.
but they're just holding on. They know 3 are here. They've seen 3 pieces of utility. They're going to back off. No, Showstopper coming through. Just good for 1. And it's K-Corp that are on the back foot when it comes to the players.
It'll still be Angel working back towards A. There is a chance now, actually, moving it to B. I like this even more. He's going to be that late pinch if a rotate tries to come through Baby Door. The real fight is in mid, where Zaysh is trying to find a timing peek on forward, but he himself falls. And I think they're kind of playing a little bit of buddy system there, trying to chase down maybe a player in spawn, something like this. Now, target acquired.
Yeah, they know
the
where
hunt is on.
Who's getting it?
Enjoy you tell.
XMS is hurrying up to put his carry pants on because this is when he's required. Trying to bring out the Ascent action right back up. Cena knows that the floor is lava right now. Tries to stay out of it as quickly as possible. Still, XMS hitting his shot. Shin does end up falling, which means a play is down per side.
Counter lockdown. I think XMS got that off the kill he acquired earlier. Absolutely big, and they're not gonna be able to plant a spike. They gotta get out of there.
Yeah.
They're committing to it, they're pushing to fight it.
1 to 10 from the other side. Na'Vi's going to be pushing forwards. XMS still alive and still well. Can he wait for Zaysh to arrive, or does he have to push now? There's not much time because Na'Vi's just going to reposition. There might be a flank in the works here for CNED as well if he just goes all the way around. There's Nano Swarm that's going to have to clear out goal. This is difficult. CNED just revealing himself. Finally, XMS dropped to the dirt as well. Na'Vi putting K Corp to